Hi everyone, I'm Angela. Welcome and welcome back to Angela's Fashion Mix. I hope you've had a fantastic day and I thank you for being here. If you are new, welcome to the channel. And if you're returning, as always, I appreciate you and the time that you give to Angela's Fashion Mix. This video is my Christmas decorating video. I'm showing you some pieces of my home that I've decorated for Christmas, and I'll talk a little bit about what those things are. And for those of us that have experienced loss during the month of December, my heart does go out to you. I will share that my mom passed in December in 2009, actually, the day after Christmas. She passed in 2009. And as long as that has been, every Christmas is forever changed, as you all know. However long it's been, holidays are no longer the same. And my parents were always either here or we were always at their home for Christmas. And there's a little bit of sadness that will always be there. And I know you understand that. So my heart goes out to you that are experiencing that loss, whatever the holiday, whatever the time of year. If your parents are not with you, my heart goes out to you. And I do find joy still in Christmas. And it's partly because my mom enjoyed watching me create the space. She liked the lights on the tree. She loved receiving gifts. And that is something that I do miss this time of year and sharing with her. But Christmas is my favorite holiday. I love the season. I love everything about it. I love the music. I'm watching Christmas movies, although I do that sometimes throughout the year. But watching Christmas movies and Christmas carols, all of the wonderful things. I'm sharing my holiday decor with you. There are some things I did not get to do this year, but I'm pleased with where things are. And there's still a couple of things I mentioned in my last video that I was doing what my mom called piddling. I'm still doing a couple of little things because, as you know, I'm also having a party at the end of the year. So I'm still trying to pull some of that together. And I'll be showing what that looks like as well. So as I go through and show you what the Christmas is, not a whole lot of it will be dismantled because I didn't want to put up a bunch of things and then have to take them down and then rebuild the space for a party. So we were kind of doing two things at one time. We'll go through and I will show you some close-ups on some things, and then at the end there'll be the entire video of the decor. So I hope you enjoy. Maybe take a tip from what I've done that you can share in your own space. One thing I will point out is with regard to the black and white tree. My tree has 5 different ribbons on it. And when I talk about texture and I talk about mixing prints in our style of dress, that's one thing that you'll see in the tree is that although there are several prints, they all work together, and they work together because the background on those prints is the same. So take note of that. And I also added an additional print on my buffet and pulled one of the prints off the tree and added to it. So you'll see that intertwined in the garland, and a few other things. So there may be something that you can find value in your holiday decor. And sometimes we think we're done and we jump up and we do something else. So you might have a something else you might want to try. So I'll be sharing a couple more videos before Christmas. I haven't decided yet what will happen on Christmas Day, as that is content day. Um, but I will be sharing a couple of videos, probably a couple of shorts between now and Christmas. So keep an eye out for those. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe, like, and share. I always appreciate that. And thank you again for your time here. I hope everyone is enjoying the holiday season as much as you can. So let's get to this video. Remember my trees from last year? I showed you this one is one I made, and I used it making poster board and fake snow. So that's what that is. And I also made this one. I did a tutorial on this one, showing you how I made that, also from poster board, the big one in the back. So I decided to cluster some of my trees for this year, and we get this little vignette here. I decided to go really simple on the wreath in the living room because there's busyness otherwise in here, and I didn't want this to compete with this as well as the trees. So I decided to just keep that really simple. I didn't hang any stockings or anything in here in addition to that. So you remember the vase that I painted? This used to be red, and during the summer I painted it this color, and I absolutely love this vase. And in addition to my just regular arrangement that I had here for fall, just put in some frosted picks with some pine cones, as I added pine cones here around the deer. And I have pine cones on the table. So a couple of days ago, I did a short, and in the short, I mentioned getting picks from the Christmas tree lot. And this is what this is. And I use it in a variety of ways, but this is one place that I wanted it. I wanted it because it has this drape to it. It has been rinsed thoroughly. I shake it before I put it in to my vehicle, but I also, when I get home, I rinse it and I dry it. So any little pesky friends that might be hanging out in there, they will disappear. And so I'm comfortable putting it on the table, knowing that water has touched it. And this will last throughout the holiday season. I have a mirrored runner here under my bowl, and this is in pieces. So there are two pieces that look like this, and then there's one centerpiece under the bowl. And I have that on top of my black runner, and my runner is two panels that are curtains. So I had some black curtains that I used for an event, and I put those here, and I'm using them here now. And this is what I was mentioning when I was talking about trying to decorate for a party versus trying to decorate for Christmas. So I decided to go ahead and put this here because I will be using this for the party as well. So you're going to see that again. On the dining room tree, there are 5 ribbons. So I've mentioned before that I decorate a bit like I dress. Now, I don't wear that many prints. You've never seen me in 5 prints at one time. However, for the tree, I'm totally fine with mixing all of those. And I went with one additional one here on the buffet. This one is a 6th print. And I pulled one of them from the tree and wove that into the garland. Also on the tree, I'll mention that I have these battery operated lights. This is a pre-lit tree. I got it from Hobby Lobby the end of 22, I believe. And has a little battery pack. Takes AA batteries. And this comes with multiple settings. So I do like that. And I have 2 different strands on here, and they are set to do different things. So I like the sparkle that adds to the stationary lights. You saw this in a short. This is what this is. And this is a strand of garland. I doubled it and doubled it again and just wrapped it around the neck here to get this look. So we dressed up my deer. I absolutely love that deer. I'm looking for a companion for it. I also brought this over to my white vases. These used to be clear. I got them several years ago at Sam's Club. They were clear. And I painted them white. Find things you need in the shapes that you want and go with paint. I absolutely love them, and this dresses it up quite nicely, and that ties all in with the deer, and I love that. Picked up some flameless candles in gold, and although everything is black and white in here with a punch of red, I went with gold because I will have gold in the party. So I went ahead and put these out so they'll be in the party scheme, which will be black and gold. Because of my time this year, I did not have the opportunity to wrap the garland on the railings. So that is what it is. It is, however, my intent to decorate this for the party, but I did not have time to get that into my schedule that week that I lost because I was sick. This is where it showed up. So things got shifted and I had to move some things around. So something got pushed out, and that was one of those things. My kitchen light fixture, you saw this in a short. I was working on this. I did not show the completion. So this is a couple of pieces of garland wrapped around the top of the light fixture. I added bows. So there's bows on both sides. So the bows meet and they fit all around. And then I topped it off with a topper. Just stuck some sprays down inside there. And that is what that looks like. I did not want to do a lot of red. There's just a tiny bit throughout, and it shows up here in the family room in the berries. And I absolutely love how this came together. This is not one piece. I connected 2 pieces of 9-foot garland to get this entire look. The red that I did add otherwise is here on the pillow. And this is reversible, so if I want this color some other time of the year, I can flip the pillow over and use it that way. But for now, and this has gold in it, so that works out well. I will show you a couple of my favorite ornaments from the tree. You've seen this one before. This is a feather inside of a glass ornament. And I found this one this year at Hobby Lobby. And it's a nice compliment because it has feather as well. And I think this is very cute. I love, love, love that. This is one of my favorite styles. And it comes in a couple of different shapes on here. There's another. I love that. And the frosted ornaments. Those are a favorite, as well as these. So I built out the top of the tree with some sprays as well as picks, and that's what we got with that. And it's just primarily gold. There's a little bit of bronze mixed in, and of course the off-white. Here on the coffee table, this piece is a day-to-day in the gold. I added in a white tray that has silver, and you can see that down in there. And this is where I just have a little bit of candy. The Ferrero Rocher is one of my favorites. And I also like the Almond Joy, and my husband likes this one too, so that's handy there for both of us. This nativity scene for probably 7 or 8 years. I found it at Hobby Lobby way back whenever that was. And they have gold flecking on them. Love that detail. You've seen these before. My favorite little dolls. And they're singing.